if I told you that I had spent over 2 hours today working on this video response. Rocking and rolling, doing backflips, somersaults, coming up with all kinds of funny bits, trying to address this topic in a way that is good. And today just sucked, man. Just constant shit, just video of shit. I should have filmed a toilet bowl for all the good content I came up with today. There's a kid who made a thoughtful and good reply to the Hide Wars free video. I'm going to link that video in the description, and I'm going to explain what's going on without being snarky or goofy or fucking around wasting your time, wasting your valuable time. The Hide Wars free video, okay, was aimed at the fans who claim they don't like me, and yet they somehow manage to find time to watch everything I do and leave pointed, biting comments about, you should do this, you lost your edge, you blah, 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 okay? And whether or not they're valid comments, that's one thing. But this class of people who, they consume the media, they get their, 2 cents out of it, they get their pound of flesh, and then they don't pay. It fucking pisses me off, okay? Now, is Hide Wars a valuable product? There are a bunch of things about this that are pissing people off. I understand, I don't want you to be pissed off, I don't want you to feel screwed over. Here's the deal. If you like the Hide Wars videos, if they are a benefit to you, if they're a net benefit, if they add something to your life that is roughly equivalent to the cost of a latte per month, then pay for them, okay? If not, then don't pay for them. I'm not trying to e-bully people into the cult of personality. You owe me $5 a month. No. If you like them, pay for them. If you don't like them, don't pay for them. That's it, okay? That's all I'm saying. New Hide Wars videos are gonna go up at least once a month. They'll be on YouTube. They'll be on YouTube for a few days, then I'm gonna take them down, then it'll be paywall only. That's how this is gonna work. So if you're dead broke, just subscribe on YouTube and watch them when they come out. There you go. Bingo, okay? That's it. Now, the other thing that pisses me off because of how unfair it is this, the Sam's grubbing for shekels. He's a grubber, he's grubbing. Dude, this is not a lie. It sounds fake. This is not a lie. I am spending at least $7,000 a month on new production. This office is $2,200 a month. Miscellaneous expenses and utilities is $800 a month. I have one employee who's $2,000 a month plus revenue sharing. I have another employee who's $1,000 a month plus revenue sharing. I have another employee who's $1,000 a month plus revenue sharing. I have a kid who does stuff for me online for $200 a month. I have another kid who does online stuff for $600 a month. And then I have various people that I'm paying for various things, anywhere between $50 to $200 a shot for music licensing, editing, etc., etc., etc. Okay, this is not bullshit. I'm spending $7,000 a month. I'm not even fucking close to breaking even. Period. That's all you need to know. If I were rich, if I had multiple millions of dollars, I wouldn't be doing this. If I didn't have to do this to continue to do what I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing this. And that's it. And I'm not asking you to fund some future unseen productions. All I'm asking is if you think there's value in Hide Wars, pay for it. If not, don't. That's it. It's not about, cult of personality, any of that shit. Is it worth it to you or not? If it is, do it. And that's about it, man. I don't mean to, I absolutely never want to belittle actual fans. When I launched this, I went through the Patreon. Anybody who had donated more than $50 over the course of their lifetime of donating, I sent them a download code for Hide Wars, a free code thing. Anybody who had paid over a certain amount for merch, I sent them a code so they don't have to pay for Hide Wars. So this is not like I'm continuing to use you guys as an ATM or something. Please don't think that. What else? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that wasn't covered. Yeah, I guess that's the bulk of it. I guess I'll go through some of the points that I was talking about in the other video takes that I did that were probably should. Fuck, man. Third time trying to make this video today is fucking stressing me out. Okay. So, let's see. The first thing that you might find interesting is that I think there's a lot of frustration with the fan base about how the color and shape of the content are changing, okay? And by that I mean, these comments about how I've lost my edge, or they don't like 2017 pube face Sam, etc., etc. And I feel I'm right there with you guys because, I agree. I think the content is different. It changes. The content there was something extremely special about that era where I was living at my mom's house and I was just mentally tortured all the time, and my only release was these videos. I mean, that's why I had those flashes of inspiration so frequently, was because my life was such a shit show at that time. And there's no way for me really to go back to that, to be able to generate that same type of content. And I get it appears to be, not bittersweet, but just a very negative thing. I understand the frustration with that, and same thing with the world peace. Like that kid in his video, he says that we would crowdfund World Peace Season 2, like we have your back, we would do that, you just say the word and we'll put it together. No, you wouldn't. That's not going to happen again. Season 1 of World Peace for 6 episodes cost $1 million. And I've put together a few sort of business plans, and I think my plan right now is to put together a solid 10 episodes for as close to 500,000 as I can raise. But that's not anywhere close to the fundraising capacity of the fan base. If I did a Kickstarter, it would make 40,000 on the low end, 70,000 on the high end. I mean, maybe even 40,000 is a reach. But none of you guys are executives for pharmaceutical companies. None of you guys are you don't have that. We don't have that sort of what traditional. The traditional types of people who provide financing for filming, and you take that 40,000 to the film store and you're like, hey, can I get 6 episodes for this? And they're like, sure, we'll take that. Here's what you ordered. Here's 22 seconds. Here's 0 episodes for you. Here's what you asked for. That's not enough money to do anything, man. So the frustration with where you want to see. Where you wish we could be, you wish we were still a comedy troupe doing stuff on TV, and it's that's just not the reality that we're dealing with right now. So what I'm doing, what I've been doing, and I work every day. I come here to this office every day, spend at least 8 hours here. I'm usually here until 2 a.m. and I'm moving forward in the best way that I know how, and that's probably not going to make sense to a 17-year-old kid who just wants to see funny videos, but this is how it has to be. So what I've done is I've shifted my focus from YouTube type stuff to video game and print projects, simply because as you can see from this recent situation, people are unwilling to. This fucking camera, this phone sucks. Google Pixel sucks. People are unwilling to pay for video. Like it's extremely hard to extract money out of people for video unless you're just advertising to them or getting it some other way. So video is sort of a dead end. I'm still going to be doing a lot of video, but I'm going to be trying different things to monetize it, and some of those things are not going to be graceful, elegant, seamless, invisible solutions. Some of them are going to result in people freaking out. $5! Like, there's going to be a lot of that. But ultimately, what I just want to make sure of is that you guys understand that I'm not trying to take advantage of you. I'm really not asking for you to pay for Hide Wars just because you like me. It's the decision is whether or not you think it's valuable, okay? If you think there's value in it, then do it. If not, then don't. That's as simple as that. I'm most certainly not ever sitting on my ass playing Xbox, not doing shit. That's never what's going on. And that $7,000 figure does not include my own rent or food or anything like that. That's what I'm actually spending on making new shit happen. So, yeah, I think that covers it. I think that's about it. Niggas on the street. Niggas got the heat. Yeah, man. Should I keep going? I guess I'll keep going. Fuck it. Take a pause and go buy Hide Wars now if that's what you're gonna choose to do. We'll take a pause there, but I'll keep talking. Might as well make this into a video. Oh, hey gang. See, I got my arm up on the sill here, so I'm kind of. What's going on? How you doing? One thing I'll talk about. I guess this could be creative aspirations for. Look at me. I aspire to creativity. One thing that's interesting to think about, I guess, or one thing that I noticed about this is just that the difficulty of the difficulty that a long time horizon brings into the equation. So you go back to that era of me making videos at my mom's house, and it was very low stress. Not only because I was wrapped up in blankies and had all the tendies that I needed, but also because I had so little money that it was like totally irrelevant whether or not I spent money. If you have $800 and you spend $400 on something, you're not going to be like, oh, I just gave up half my net worth. Oh no. You're just going to be like, yeah, I'm still poor. Who gives a fuck? I have a couple $100. I don't know exactly how much. It's whatever. And the other thing was that the time horizon of the projects, of the videos I was doing, was like 2 weeks to a month maximum. So the time from, I'll get lower here because you're my big brother. The time from when you conceive of a project to when it's done is 2 weeks to a month. So there's very little time there for you to lose focus, for you to lose sight of why you're doing it, for you to start having all sorts of existential questions and get preoccupied with anything else. Google Pixel, good low light. Jesus fuck. I hate this fuck. And then we went to Adult Swim, and money was taken care of for us. And the time horizon, even though it took about 6 months from beginning to end, not including the writing, so the production and post-production, I think took about 6 months. But during that time, we were working so furiously that it was impossible to have lost focus because the pressure was on so high, you know. And even with that, towards the end, we started to lose focus, and we started to kind of have like senioritis, I guess. But now the things that I'm working on, so there's 2 small video games, 1 large video game, 2 print projects. These things that I'm working on right now, they're all so far away. Like the completion of them is at least, for one of them, is at least like a year and a half away. And much more so for like the big video game. That's like a 4-year plan right now. So I'm really back to the days where, and on top of that, I'm putting up like a significant portion of my net worth on these projects. Like I'm spending a lot of money, and if they fail, I'm kind of fucked. Like I don't have a backup plan. I don't have really there's no outlet for mainstream success or for getting money from any sort of outlet like that. So I'm really fucked if they don't take off. If one of them doesn't become a big sort of success. And so now I'm at this point where it's like, it's pretty difficult. I'm not struggling with it. I'm doing pretty good with it, but it's like a constant battle to retain focus and keep your eye on what you set out to do. You know what I mean? I guess that's it. I'm trying to think of what else that kid said in his video that I haven't responded to. I mean, part of what he was saying was that there needs to be communication between myself and the fan base, which I don't really agree with. I mean, these Hide Wars videos are a form of communication, albeit a one-way form of communication. But I really don't have time to even think about what people are saying online. Like I can't get bogged down in that. And I know people are really passionate about it, and everybody has like has an idea for what I should do and where we should go with this that is not in line with what I think. And right now, all I'm focused on is getting these video games done. They have to get done, and especially the Joyride Universe, which is a temporary title. I don't know what the final title is going to be, but that's like, I have to get that done before I'm dead. Like I can't keep fucking around making YouTube videos. I'm gonna try to keep making YouTube content, but I can't be like at the beck and call of the fans to be doing what you think I should be doing. And I'm sorry that that's the way it is, but that's how it has to be, man. Got to get this shit done. Got to make money. Sorry. And I got to get this thing that I've been writing for like 5 years or 6 years. I have to make it into a real thing. Otherwise, I'm going to be like the insane man with the story in his head. I wrote a science fiction story when I was 30. Never did anything with it. Oops. Like I'm not going to be like that. Let me think what else. Yeah, I think the Fully Jelked, his video, it's probably mostly because that my Hide Wars free video was so acerbic and I failed to correctly identify who it was directed at. But it's really directed at the people who are not supportive in any important way. Like the people who just have critical comments and always are saying I'm fucking up and have never contributed a dime to the endeavors here. So fuck those people. But the rest of you, even if you don't have any money at all, I always appreciate the support. I'm always conscious of the fact that there's a lot of people out there who have my back, and I mean, I'm doing this for you. I'm making content to satisfy you. I'm not doing it in the way that you think I should be doing it, but I'm most certainly doing it with you in mind. You know, if I wanted to just make money, I would probably do something else. I'd make like fucking apps, like Peggle. I'd make a game like Peggle or some bullshit. Or I would make commercials. I would have made TV commercials or something. but I want to you know, make the world a better place if I can at all, and make it so that, I mean, you guys are sort of underserviced as far as public figures go. There's not a lot of people for like neats with not much of anything going on to look up to, and to sort of not look up to, but to see that there's like light at the end of the tunnel or something. I don't know how you would describe it. I mean, there's probably someone who's got better words for it than I do, but I know firsthand that it's a like cold and lonely world, especially for some young men. It's fucking pretty barbaric out there. It's pretty nasty. So trying to make something for like a campfire for y'all, but it's not gonna be zany YouTube videos that I don't get paid for. Anyway, I think that's about it. And yeah, please don't feel taken advantage of, man. Anytime that starts creeping up on you and you think that's the case, just remember that I'm spending way more money than I'm making, and I have spent way more money than I've made on past projects. I mean, that doesn't hold true. That only is untrue because very recently, because of the book sales, it did pretty well. But even considering what we got paid from Adult Swim, I've put in more in that, in like travel expenses in the past 10 years, and like just the cost of making all the videos that we've made so far. Like, this is not a money grubbing endeavor here, guys. Come on. What else? Yeah, this is a pretty shitty video, but like I said, I tried doing this 2 more times today, and it's just it bugs me when there's tension and when people get the wrong idea, and especially if it's my fault that people get the wrong idea. That's extremely fucking gay. So in my effort to rectify that, I made 2 really shitty videos and this one pretty shitty video. Yeah, that's it. Peace.